Hello guys, this is the first commentary that I've ever made on this channel, and I'm going to be talking about who I am, what do I do, what I play, what I'm working on, and what to expect from me, as well as my thoughts on various aspects of the newest patch coming out. Now, at the time this video was made, I don't think that the patch, I believe the patch had been applied to PS3 and PC by now, and Xbox is just kind of sitting there in a lonely corner like, no one cares about me. But anyway, so my name is Greg. Sometimes I go by Aaron, depending on what internet alias I'm using. And I make videos. I make YouTube videos. I make commentaries, mainly machinima, all kinds of stuff. I'm a amateur writer, GFX artist, and musician. I play the saxophone and guitar. Saxophone, pretty damn good. Guitar, not so much. I only started playing since Christmas. But anyway, I play a variety of games. I play mainly shooters and strategy games, but the said shooters and strategy games. Good morning, Joe Schmo. Just kind of standing there out there in the middle of the open, looking at my beautiful face. Look at this beautiful rifle I have here. I'm trying to get up the stupid saw flam. Anyway, I play mainly Battlefield, shooter-wise, Battlefield, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on my fortes. Strategy games, I play StarCraft, League of Legends, and I do play WoW, but that's not important. I'm on an Xbox, obviously. I wish I had a PC to play this game on, that'd be pretty dang awesome, but... Freaking softline. Anyway. What I am currently working on, besides, you know, this video I'm recording right now, is, Oh, did I get this guy? Yeah, I did, trying to no-scope. What? No, I didn't. I got a kill assist. Dang it. Why did I get a kill? Ow! Joe Schmo. Nice little shot right there. What I'm working on currently is a series of Modern Warfare 3 weapon guides. Have you ever heard of a guy named Xbox Ahoy? Well, they're kind of similar to that. In a way. Bang, 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 bang. God, I am surprised this guy did not kill me now that I'm looking at this. Guess he had a PKP or something, some gun that's hard to control. Because I could see his support. I could see that he was support. Or some other gun. I'm working on a series of Modern Warfare 3 weapon guides, like I said. And I'm going to be making 5 of them at a time, like... I'm doing them all in unlock order, so it's going to be M4A1, MP5, LD6 LSW, USAS 12. What's the first one? The Barrett 50 cal. And then I go back to the assault rifle, I go to the... whatever the second one is, the M16, UMP 45, so forth. And occasionally I'll do something, you know, like I'll do like a handguns episode. But those are uploaded on a weekly basis. Once I actually get them all edited and done in bulk, it's easier for me to make all the videos and then upload them weekly rather than having them to make them individually. But other than that, in between the cracks, you'll see me do a lot of Battlefield stuff. You'll see me do some, like, Gears of War, Call of Duty, StarCraft. And, yeah. That's me. And that's really all I can really think about talking about myself right now. So, anyway. I'm gonna go over some interesting things in the patch. Bang, bang, bang. Kill assist 99, God. That's ridiculous. I don't know why everybody hates this gun so much. Anyway. I'm gonna bring up the patch notes here. Now, if you want to see these things in detail, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna go through every single individual thing in these patch notes, because it's freaking long. So you can take a look at the full patch notes in detail with the link in the description. These are general gameplay fixes. I'm going to go over these first, followed by vehicle fixes, and eventually various things you're doing with weapons. I'm going to go over the things that particularly stand out. First off, players should no longer take fall damage from short falls. That is a good idea. It gets really aggravating when you die after falling like 10 feet just because you have 20% health. Like, seriously? It's just kind of frustrating. Ow, I sprained... Well, I guess, you know, it's just like... I sprained my ankle. I'll have to get a medic to pick me up, and then, you know, I might as well die anyway. kind of ridiculous from a gameplay standpoint. Never really got the point in it. But I'm glad they're fixing it now. Players now get up from prone slightly faster, allowing better odds of getting away from a grenade or threat when prone. I like that. Not too bad of an idea. You know, the grenade is a rather annoying thing whenever you are prone. Anything while you're getting shot up while you're prone is just kind of a pain in the ass. It makes sniping a little bit easier for me. Looking through here. Increase the speed at which a player regains accuracy when aiming after moving for a more responsive experience. Firing before fully zoom will still result in inaccurate fire. Well, got killed by Ash Ketchum over here. Econs. Freaking Pokemon. It's not something I would... It's not something I would implement, but I can see the practicality in it. So I'm not complaining. I think that it would make the game a little bit faster paced. Not quite as slow. So I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. And Close Quarters is coming out, so that can definitely be a addition. Looking through here right now. Improve the suppression of the 44 Magnum, 357 Magnum, and the 5.8 by 42mm DAP 88 rounds from the Type 88 Sniper. Oh, that's a gun I'm using right now. Hee. I like that because people often tell me, "Hey, Greg, why do you use that gun? It sucks." And honestly, if the gun is statistically bad, but I still find myself performing well with it, and I'm doing good, like, better than what I originally was, because I like, the Mark 11 mod, the Mark 11 Motto, or whatever the hell it's called. It's actually the SR25, little fun fact right there. But honestly, like, I do better with this gun than I do with the Mark 11 or the SVD, which are two semi-automatic snipers that are quite similar. So, honestly, the differences between the two are very minuscule, and, hey, they're gonna give it a little bit of buff, so it'll be a little bit more competitive. Not a bad idea, if you ask me. Switching from primary weapons to sidearms and back now takes less time. I don't see the point in that, but whatever. Tweaked bipod deploy settings so players can no longer deploy a bipod in places higher than shin level. I didn't even know you could do that. I like to see them tweak the bipod so that, honestly, I love the bipod. I think it's a great idea for a shooter to implement. But I think if they did something like they did if you guys played Call of Duty World at War, you could put a bipod on most of the machine guns. And it worked pretty well, you know, it was a cool little idea. But instead of having to aim down, you know, you went up to a thing, and there was a thing there that said, press X to deploy bipod or something like that, and it was a manual thing, you know, you didn't have to go through this sort of thing, just like aiming in and out of the sight, walking around, just like, why won't it go down? And then you get it down, and then you might, like, twitch in the left stick a bit, and then you run away, and it's just like, no! So, maybe if they did something like that, I would like that more. I would like it a whole lot more. Also says, bipods should now be more reliable when deploying on top of sloped objects. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Fix several issues with vaulting objects. A little bit of Mirror's Edge. Knife now only takes 2 swipes to kill when taken from a position where a takedown is not possible. That's not too bad. The knife was pretty damn useless if you didn't get a takedown anyway, so I don't think it's going to be any more or less useless anyways. Cram weapons, or the Centurion, as some people like to call it, that big freaking anti-everything gun. Weapons on carriers now can't count towards stationary weapon awards. That's cool. You know, that it is a stationary weapon, so naturally, it fall in that category. You should fall in that category. Gonna scroll down. That's it for the general fixes. Yeesh, I'm gonna skim through this too. There's tons of stuff. Let's see. Unguided tank rounds and RPGs will now instantly destroy jets, attack helicopters, and scout helicopters. Honestly, that just kind of makes sense. For tank rounds, I don't know too much about RPGs. I don't think RPGs are totally necessary in that regard. Because RPGs are intended to take down tanks and other forms of armor, not necessarily air vehicles, because they're hard enough to hit anyway. Realistically, one RPG wouldn't just blast an Apache out of the sky like an RPG-7, like a 43mm rocket. Nah. But it's not meant to be realistic. And from a gameplay standpoint, I can see this not be much of a problem anyway, because chances are, if you were standing still enough to get hit by an RPG in the first place, you're probably gonna get killed anyway by some other guy. So, I believe I'm starting to run out of footage here. Yeah, in the next minute or so. Well, anyway. I know the big question that a lot of people are asking right now is whether the U-12 frag rounds have been patched, and yes, they have. In fact, all auto shotgun frag rounds have been nerfed, so you won't see any of that ridiculous crap getting owned by USAS and Mark III A1. And Mavs can no longer... Ooh, I get a pretty decent... Ow, that took like a billion bullets right there. The MAV can no longer be used as an elevator, which is nice, and when they run into you, they get destroyed, and you do die, but, you know, obviously they can't kill multiple people with it in that kind of sense, so this game's about to end right here. Hit the subscribe button for more videos in the future, and I will see you guys later.